Welcome children, welcome to today's class. Hope you enjoyed your project time in the last video, right? Last week we did the chapter 2 project time and I gave you all the images, and on Apply IT also I gave 2 images for scene and scene 1, right? I hope you tried your best in the XIMP interface and you are somewhat okay with your XIMP interface, isn't it? Yes? Okay. Now, let us start with our chapter 3. That is drawing and selection tools. In chapter 2, we saw about the XIMP interface. What are all the things available in the XIMP interface. Now we are going to see about the toolbox, about the tool options, what are all the icons available there, everything we saw, right? Now we are going to enter into actual XIMP content, what each tool is for what we are using those tools, okay? First, we are going to see about drawing and selection tool. So for drawing, which tools are used, and for selection of any object, which tools are used. So these two, drawing tools and selection tool, we are going to see in our chapter 3. Okay. So as usual, we are having the pep activity. It's very interesting for you all, I think so. So in this, you want to observe the picture given below. There are some animals hiding in the forest. Find the hidden animals. So there are some animals in this picture. You want to identify and color the picture suitably. So don't color dark red for elephant and all. Okay, there are certain animals there. Please search it. Okay, you want to find out the hidden animals and you want to color those animals appropriately. For parrot means what color? Yes, for parrot green. Likewise for all the animals, there are many animals hidden inside this picture, particular picture. So color it. It's fun for you, right? So I think you'll be enjoying this pep activity. I don't want to say it again, right? Okay, so let us go into the lesson now. And the next pep activity is, look at this art. Does this look real to you? Just look at this picture carefully. Yes, is this the tortoise or a giraffe? See there, clearly we are having two pictures marked together, right? Yes. So the head is not a tortoise head. What is that head? It is the head of a giraffe, isn't it? How do you think the artist has created it? So write your thoughts in the space provided. So think of a name that would suit this piece of work. So two animals are morphed together. So how it could be possible? Okay, you just write your thought and think of a name for this piece of work. The next one is about your look with it. See, do you like photos or pictures being morphed? It is your own opinion. You want to write your opinion. Do you like the photos or pictures being morphed? Yes or no? The reason of liking and disliking of a morphed picture. So you want to write your opinion about the morphed pictures. Okay. So this is the look within. You want to write by your own. Okay. The next one, we are getting into the theory part of your chapter 3, exploring the XIMP tools. So XIMP provides a toolbox to quickly perform basic tasks such as selections, drawings. Yes, this is the selection tool. Okay, rectangle select, elliptical select, free select, foreground select, fuzzy select, bicolor select and intelligent scissors. So these are all the selection tools available in your XIMP. Okay, so we are going to see in detail about these selection tool. Okay, the next is drawing tool. We are having many drawing tools such as bucket fill, blend, pencil, all required for your drawing purpose. Heal, clone, ink, airbrush, eraser is for erasing. So we are going to see in detail about this, somewhat in detail about this, all the tools. Okay, we can enter. First, we are going to see about the selection tools. What does it mean by selection tools? Selecting some part of an image is called a selection tool, right? So it helps to, selection tools helps to select a part of an image, thus applying a change selectively without affecting the entire picture. Like we saw right in the chapter 2, we selected a particular animal without affecting all the other parts of the jungle picture, right? Isn't it? Yes or no? So likewise, if you want to select certain part, like I said it before itself, if you don't want anything in your picture, somebody is standing behind somewhere, but we don't want that, means we can select that image and we can just edit it and delete it. Okay, so for that tender we want selection, because we want to select that part of the image, select that particular item, and you want to do whatever the necessary changes you need it. You want to change the color of your dress. Yes, I don't want this color, ma'am. I want to change the color of the dress. That also we can do it. Okay. So selection tools select the part of an image, thus applying a change selectively without affecting the entire picture. So it can access the selection. We can access the selection tool by choosing tools. In the menu bar, we are having a option called as tools. We can go to that and we can click on the tools, selection tools, or else in the toolbox itself we'll be having selection tools. But if you want like this, only the selection tools, we can access these selection tool by going to the menu bar, tool and selection tool. Okay, going to the menu bar, there will be an option called tools. You want to click on the tool, there will be all the tools available. There you want to click on the selection tools. Here these selection tools will be available there. Got it? You can see what is rectangle select, elliptical select and free select. Yes? Okay. So what is a rectangle select, elliptical select and a free select? These three are similar. Okay. So rectangle select like this, elliptical select, elliptical, and free select, free in not any shape. Okay, according to the mouse pointer, the part of the image will be selected. So rectangle select, it is to access this rectangle tool, select tool. You want to go to tools, selection tool, rectangle select tool from the main menu. You can also click on the tool from the toolbox. Okay, for accessing this elliptical select tool, you want to go to tools, selection tools, elliptical select tool from the main menu. You can also click on the elliptical tool from the toolbox. And to access this free select tool, go to tools, selection tools, free select tool from the main menu, or you can click the free select tool, this tool from the toolbox. Okay. While seeing our XIMP interface, I'll show you all these things. So the example for this is, see, this is the example for your rectangle select. The image is selected in a rectangle way. This is the elliptical select. The image is selected in a circular manner. This is free select. See here only the tiger is selected, not the background picture. Yes. So you want to point the mouse like this. If you want pointing the mouse like this, it will be selected free. This is called as free select. But you should be very careful by selecting that. If you miss a small point, this free select will not be effective. Okay. You want to check the point carefully. See, instead of for rectangle and elliptical tool, free select tool is somewhat, it is realistic, right? Only the image is selected, not the background picture. See, these are all unwanted things, right? Only the background is selected in free select, right? Yes. So if you are having a XIMP interface in your laptop, check these free selection tool, elliptical and rectangle tool, and see how it is coming. Just practice it. Don't wait for me for project time and do. Just if you are having time, please guys, I am particularly saying if you are having time, practice in this just a half an hour once in a week. Okay, so just see what happens if you select rectangle select, elliptical select and free select. Okay, the next one selection is feather edge. See, before the selection tool, we are having a option called as feather edge. Setting the feather gives softer edges around the selected image. See here in this, the edges of this free select tool, see in this edges it should be softer, right? For that we are going to have a feather edge option. So this by setting the feather edge option, it gives the softer edges around the selected image. Set the feather edges before using the selection tool. So before using any selection tool, you want to set the feather edges. So this feather edges option is used for selecting the images with softer edges around the selected image. Okay. So it will be like this. See, feather edges, the radius can be like this. Okay. So you can adjust the feather edge radiuses. From radius you can increment or decrement, and how much softer you need it, you can do it. Okay. So set the feather edges before using the selection tool. Got it? Any doubt in this? We can go into the next topic. The next topic is our fuzzy selection. What is meant by fuzzy selection? Fuzzy selection is used to make selections based on the similarity of colors. Okay, so fuzzy selection is used to make the selection based on the similarity of colors. So similar colors, okay, the same colors in the image will be selected together. Okay, while practicing, see what it happens. We'll see only the theory now. While practicing, we'll see how it is happening. Okay, the next one is about the selecting by colors too. So select all the areas in an image that are similar to the target color. It may produce multiple disconnected selections. See here. So this selection by color is used for selecting all the areas which are similar to the target color, like light red, dark red, everything it will be selected. But see, there is a difference between fuzzy select and select by colors. Okay, fuzzy selection tool, it will select the particular color, okay, a similar color. But select by colors, target, see here, select all the areas in the image. In the selection, it will be fuzzy select. See here, fuzzy selection used to make selections based on the similarity of the colors. Okay, this similarity of the colors. And select by tool, select all the areas in the image that are similar to the target color. By tool color can produce multiple disconnected selections because similar to the target color. It can be light, dark, everything it will be selected, not like fuzzy select. Okay. The next is our intelligent scissors. What is meant by intelligent scissors? It is very useful tool for quickly selecting parts of an image where there is a strong edge contrast like this. See here. So you want to so edge contrast, it can be selected like this. Okay, it is a very useful tool. While using, we can identify it correctly. Okay, while using, practically if you use only, we can understand it in more better way. In theory wise, intelligent scissor is very useful. It is quickly selecting parts of an image where there is a strong edge contrast. See here the edge contrast, right? This is edge and this is edge. So for edge contrast, according to the edge contrast, this goat is being selected. Okay, this is intelligent scissors tool. Okay, any doubt till intelligent scissors tool? So with this, our selection tool is over. Okay, so our selection tool is over with this. See, rectangle, elliptical, free, fuzzy select, color select by color, and intelligent scissors, everything we selected. This foreground select is nothing but front color will be selected. Okay, front color will be selected. With this, our selection tool is completed. Okay, with this, our selection tool is completed. If you do it and see practically only, you can understand better. So theory wise, only this much. we can enter into ThinkND, write the main difference between fuzzy select and select by colors tool. You can write what is there in the previous page. Okay. Yes. The next drawing tool we'll see in the next video. Okay guys.